That's a girl.
There's a man.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Mississippi Aquarium. My name is Bethany. I'm one of the animal care specialists that gets to work with our otters and dolphins. I'm joined by several of my colleagues, and together we have dedicated our entire careers to caring for marine mammals. Today, we're going to be giving you an inside look at how we teach and care for our bottlenose dolphins. We'll be coming around out front if you guys have any questions after our session, and would love to hear from you. Mississippi Aquarium is home to 4 male Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. First up, we have our 2 half-brothers that are both 8 years old. This is Archer and Nigel.
Took about 3 miles offshore. We let them swim around, swim away from the boat.
And next up, we have our 2 older dolphins at 9 and 12 years old. This is Axel and Finn.
Aren't they beautiful?
We are so excited to share our animals with you today and can't thank you enough for choosing Mississippi Aquarium as your opportunity to view dolphins up close. Bottlenose dolphins are the most commonly found marine mammal here in the Gulf of Mexico and can frequently be seen in the Mississippi Sound. It is important to remember that all marine mammals, including dolphins, are protected by the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972. This act states that it is illegal to approach, feed, touch, or otherwise disrupt the natural behaviors of these animals. So the next time that you find yourself on a boat out in the Gulf, we ask that you keep a respectful distance of at least 50 yards or more.
Wow!
Now, if you were listening closely, you might have heard me mention that dolphins are mammals. They are mammals, just like us, and together we share 5 common characteristics, including being warm-blooded, giving live birth, and nursing our young. If you have a chance later today to look at our underwater viewing window, you might see one of our dolphins showing off the fringes along his tongue. These fringes help calves when they're learning to nurse under the water. The next characteristic that all mammals share is having hair. Now you're probably looking at our dolphins and thinking, well, I don't see any hair on them. And you guys would be right. When dolphins are first born, they have tiny whisker-like hairs on their rostrum, which is that bottle-shaped extension of their mouth. These whiskers fall off after just a couple of days, and we think they're there to help the calves when they're first learning how to nurse. The last characteristic that all mammals share is breathing air. Dolphins breathe air from their blowholes on the top of their head. With one powerful chuff, or breath, the dolphin can hold its breath for up to 7 minutes while swimming under the water. The blowhole also has a very important role in dolphin vocalization and communication. Dolphins do not have vocal cords. Instead, all the sounds they produce come from their blowholes on top of their head. Now, if you are looking at our dolphins later today, at our underwater viewing window, you might see bubbles coming out of their blowhole while they are making vocalizations. In some cases, that can be their signature whistle. The signature whistle announces the dolphin's presence to the group, much like an individual name. In fact, research has shown that dolphins can recognize individual signature whistles from other dolphins they've lived with for up to 20 years or more. As you guys have seen, dolphins are very strong and powerful, and that is in part due to their fins and flippers. The fin on the center of the dolphin's back is called the dorsal fin. The dorsal fin allows the dolphin to be balanced and upright as it is swimming through the water. much like a keel on a boat. Although it is stiff and rigid, the dorsal fin actually contains no bone, but is rather made up of connective tissue, similar to the cartilage in our own ears. No two dorsal fins are alike, just like no two fingerprints are alike. In fact, researchers are able to take photographs of wild dolphins and their dorsal fins as they're taking a breath at the surface of the water. They can then compare those photos to help track and monitor our local dolphin populations right here in the Mississippi Sound. The flippers on either side of the dolphin's body are the pectoral flippers. The pectoral flippers help the dolphin stop and steer as it is swimming through the water. If you were to take an x-ray of these pectoral flippers, you would see 5 bony digits on either side, just like our own hands. So you guys are more than welcome to wave on back at our dolphins. And last but certainly not least, we can't forget about the tail flukes at the end of the dolphin's body. The tail flukes are connected to the most powerful muscle on the dolphin, the peduncle muscle. The peduncle muscle extends from the back of the base of the dorsal fin all the way down to the beginning of those tail flukes. The peduncle muscle can help dolphins come up and out of the water.
See that?
These 3 sets of fins and flippers, combined with that powerful peduncle muscle, give the dolphin its speed, power, and agility. Each day, we have 5 to 6 training sessions with our dolphins, focusing on different areas such as veterinary care, exercise, and mental stimulation. Here at Mississippi Aquarium, we use a training technique called positive reinforcement, which basically means if the animal does a behavior that we are looking for or that we like, we will reward or reinforce that behavior, and then it's more likely to occur again in the future. We can give them fish from their diet as a reinforcer, but there's other tools that we can use to reward them as well. You guys sometimes might see us tossing out toys to our dolphins, and we can also give them back and side rubs that imitate dolphins' social interaction. As we develop our relationships with each individual dolphin, we can find out each individual's preferences, from their favorite type of fish, favorite type of toy, and even favorite animal care specialist. We also have several tools that we as trainers use to communicate with our dolphins. One of the very first behaviors that we teach our animals is something called a hand target, where we ask the dolphin to target their rostrum onto the flat palm of our hand. From there, we can shape a variety of behaviors, like a head shake yes, maybe a head shake no, or even moving our hand in a circle for a dolphin-style hula dance. We can extend on this target by using something called a target pull, which my friend Alexis has right now demonstrating. Now this target pull allows the dolphin to target on something further out in the habitat that we might not necessarily be able to reach. And like you just heard my friend Allison, that whistle is a tool that we use called a bridge, because it bridges that exact moment the animal has done the behavior that we're looking for and can come back and receive reinforcement. Each of our dolphins is learning something new each and every day, and with positive reinforcement training and the countless hours that we spend building and developing relationships with our animals, we can train some pretty impressive behaviors. In fact, a lot of what is known of marine mammal healthcare, physiology, and intelligence is done in studies in zoos and aquariums with trained animals, and it directly benefits marine mammals in the ocean. The future of our oceans depends on education and conservation. We want to thank you for coming to Mississippi Aquarium to view dolphins in an environment that's not only safe and enjoyable for you, but safe and enjoyable for them. There are several things that you can do, even after you leave today, to help oceans and dolphins. One of those first things you can do is sign up for a local beach cleanup. You can also make sure that you're reducing, reusing, and recycling any of your single-use plastics, and that you're properly disposing of any fishing gear. Every little bit helps, and together we can make a big difference. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out to Mississippi Aquarium. We will be coming around out front if you folks have any questions and would love to chat with you. We hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.
You go back and see the
Even the dolphin.
Look, they're waving at us.